now the puzzle's been done, for the most part, I believe we can basically go up to the final floor of the dungeon. This dungeon takes a while. Like, if you're not used to it. Most of the puzzles here are pretty simple. I've already been going for like 42 minutes, so... I don't want to go for any longer than an hour and a half today, so... I might just call it quits after this dungeon. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. To be completely honest. Which it always depends on how I feel, but whatever. Oh boy. Like, honestly, the second I fought that, like, Dark Knight guy, like, seriously. For some reason, I just started getting into that Dark Souls mode of mine, where I actually used caution, was just preparing to just roll dodge everything. Okay, so if I remember correctly, what I need to do here is... grab you properly. Okay, I'm getting proper fucked here. Yeah, fuck you, Suicide Bomb. Because I will do that. There's a couple statues I can use here too, but... fuck it. This doesn't work unless I stand right next to you. Yeah, fuck you. Suicide Bomb. Let's say you deal with those. Nah, those are gone forever. Alright, so if I remember correctly, the way to do this is... just need to get all 3 statues. Well, 2 statues and then yourself. If I'm remembering this correctly. Barely missed. My computer's starting to really chug here, so... alright, we're done. That was an easy enough puzzle. Alright, big key.
Oh.
Bye. Why would I ever deal with you? There's a very specific way to do this, and it's basically you've got to strafe these guys really well. So when you do that, it allows you to hit their moist red insides. And when you hit their moist red insides, they get very mad and basically explode. Okay, apparently my spin attack gets cancelled for no reason during cutscenes, which is great to know. Alright, we're actually at the very last section of the tower. Holy crap. So what you want to do here is you basically just want to ignore everything. Maybe the game is actually going to make me do some stuff here. Probably is. So here's where you have to do this. It's the most cheap bullshit way I know of, but it works. What you do is you face this way, back up, backflip, and it works. And it works because it works. There's another fairy there, but I don't really need a fairy. Alright. Boss time. I have a very limited amount of arrows to do this boss fight with. I can only afford so many misses, and then I can't do this quickly. Yeah, this boss is quite benevolent and gives you a few second chances by giving you more arrows, because the game knows that they didn't give you enough arrows for this design of the boss fight. Because this is literally Bongo Bongo. If you guys remember Bongo Bongo from Ocarina of Time, this boss fight is literally just that. Except the stone bird. I don't know why Bongo Bongo is the challenge, but we can pretend. Sure. So there it is. We dealt with him. And apparently fallen into the room of no return. What we want to do here is just bomb him. And there's no way I'm going to have enough arrows to do this quickly, so. Apparently I'm not allowed to jump up. Okay, that's two. And he will drop more arrows. Because he kind of needs to, because his boss fight is annoying. There's a way to dodge that, but it's really hard to do. And he's done. That was a pretty slow fight. Like, you can actually do that with 30 arrows, but you have to have perfect shots. I wasted a lot in the beginning phase because I wasn't doing it fast enough. Okay, so what will now come to pass? Decide to your fate. The path I have apparently chosen. Even though I'm just here to save my sister. Sure. Apparently I'm some kind of hero for doing that, and therefore I must be given hero garbs and told to defeat all of life's problems instead of, you know, doing the things that are important to me. But whatever. As he just sneezes out hearts at me. I don't need to actually grab any of the heart canisters in this game, but I'll always grab them. That fight was pretty easy. So it's time to go and claim our reward for being the Tower of the Gods, which, no, the reward was not the bow and arrow, even though it might as well have been. In all honesty. Now, the reward for being the Tower of the Gods. We're about to see it. The reward for being the Tower of the Gods is... No, I did not want to do that. The reward for being the Tower of the Gods is ringing the bell of fucking Anor Londo. Basically. I wonder where Dark Souls got this from. Maybe they took a little bit of inspiration. Maybe. Just a little bit. Oh boy. Yeah, just a little bit of inspiration. Now we're gonna go down into the ocean place, which we never actually got to see in my Dark Souls playthrough because I got cursed. But basically, we're doing Dark Souls at this point. Granted, Dark Souls came out way later than this game. So my trial is definitely not over yet. Because basically going down to this lake area and like awakening the lake demon is basically the halfway point of the game anyway. Kind of. But sure. We're halfway through the game. There's only 2 dungeons left, a bunch of side questing and mandatory side questing, if you want to call it that, to do. Mandatory side questing. Yeah, Link's gonna be a fun time underwater here. Yeah. Don't worry, Link, it's fine. You were a mermaid. You were a mermaid all along. You see? He's like, huh, what do you know? I guess I was a mermaid. Alright. So. Oh, we're at some kind of frozen shrine of Hyrule. That's great. It's basically Hyrule Castle, isn't it? It's all black and white. What is this? Some kind of freaking Kingdom Hearts Mickey Mouse world? It might as well be. And we're in the Palace Garden. Oh boy, we are going back in time, aren't we? Would you just look at this place? Yeah. That'd be a good question. Not enough time for you to you're saying you're telling me bullshit, and then you say there's not enough time to explain. Oh boy. You know, if you don't have time to explain where we are, but you have time to tell me what to do, you have time to explain. You just say, oh yeah, we're in Hyrule Castle, go grab the sword. That's literally what you could say instead of you going on like 5 paragraphs about bullshit. These guys are not having a fun day. So it looks like this entire place is kind of frozen in time. And it looks like it was having a bad time. Yeah, it was definitely having some kind of a bad time. However, there's a puzzle we need to solve in this room before we can do anything, so let's just get straight to it and do that. So this block puzzle has probably annoyed the ever-loving crap out. Oh, shut up. I need to use the A button to actually push shit, and you're talking to me. I don't need you to tell me what to do. I know what to do. We're gonna fucking solve a puzzle. Yes, I know what to do. You don't need to tell me. We're gonna grab. We're gonna push. We're gonna push better. The hitbox on this puzzle is so weird. Oh, I know why. It's because I have to pull, don't I? No, I don't have to crawl. I have to pull. No. Link, please, grab. Oh, boy. Link, please. Like, I think part of the reason this is so annoying is because you have to actually pull. First piece. Alright, this puzzle isn't actually too bad. At all. So now we're basically just a couple pulls away from solving this. And third one. Really easy puzzle, to be completely honest. Oh, for fuck's sake, just grab. Link, please. Don't test my patience. This is not the time for that. Oh boy. Right. And it just needs a couple more pulls. And now I've trapped myself in the middle. There we are. That was a super easy puzzle. The hardest part of that puzzle was the grab mechanic. Oh boy. It's been so long since I've played like games from the early 2000s and 90s and stuff that like I forget how much jankiness there was with some of the control schemes, as though everything was completely smoothed out yet. There's really more very roughly made stuff for the most part. It's part of the reason why I can't play Final Fantasy VII anymore. It's just like too much jank. Yeah, that wasn't even a hard puzzle. It was sliding triangle blocks. I don't know how anyone has a problem with that puzzle. I don't understand it. Like, if there was like 20 blocks that you have to move, I can understand that. 3, come on. Like, you have a huge plain area. Yeah, you better pull that sword out pretty good. And there it goes, just like butter. Yeah, that's a little bit intimidating looking. Actually, this must be a Temple of Time, I guess. If we're getting the Master Sword here. This can't be Hyrule Castle, it has to be Temple of Time. Unless both of them were merged into one after they realized, you know what, it's probably not a great idea to keep the Master Sword outside the castle where anyone can touch it. That's my thoughts here. They probably just moved the Temple of Time inside Hyrule Castle after what happened last time. They were like, yeah, it's probably not good. Should probably stop doing that. And these guys are about to not be frozen in time. So, now, normally you would have to fight a giant boss fight arena here. However, it's possible to completely sequence break the game and just skip this entire room without fighting everyone. I won't be doing that because I actually want their items. Oh boy. Yep. You now have a big blue sword, Link. You throw away actually like Kokiri's sword now. Or whatever it's called. Short sword. You got the freaking big ass Master Sword now. You're gonna be swinging for the big leagues here. Alright. So first things first, I'm going to need to start equipping some useful items here for the fights that are coming up. Also, I'm probably going to call it a session after I do this part because I don't actually remember the sequence of events after this. Well, actually, I know that you go to the Forsaken Fortress and get the hammer, but after that, I forget everything, and so I kind of want to, you know, properly deal with that shit. Hey, he actually hit me. Hey, there's more than one thing fighting me. This is where a sequence becomes absolutely, like, terrible. Is when you've got more than 3 things on screen. Oh, come on.